Beloved chosen one, heaven pauses everything around you right now. You are not here by coincidence. This message has been divinely scheduled in your timeline. You have endured heartbreaks that left your heart trembling. Nights where you wondered if God still remembered your name. You've watched others walk hand in hand while you carried silence like a crown of thorns. But listen, heaven never forgot you. The silence you've lived through was not abandonment. It was divine preparation. Every unanswered prayer, every delay, every season that seemed like loss, heaven was shaping you into someone who could hold a covenant, not a counterfeit. You have been hidden, not forsaken. You were being refined for a love that will not leave when storms come. There was a reason others could not stay. They were not assigned to your destiny. What is coming is not another fleeting affection, but the one God Himself has written into your purpose. It is time to lift your head. The season of waiting has reached its holy conclusion. The pain you thought would break you has become the very proof that you were chosen for something rare. Heaven says you have finally won. You see, divine love isn't found, it is revealed. It arrives when your heart and heaven's clock strike the same moment. Right now, heaven's clock is chiming for you. The unseen orchestration has begun. Angels are aligning paths, rearranging circumstances, and preparing the heart of the one who has also been praying for you. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are exactly where destiny needs you to be. The delays were divine protection. Every time you cried, "Why not me?" heaven whispered, "Because not yet." And now, the yet has arrived. The loneliness you felt was not a punishment, but an invitation to learn who you are outside of everyone else. To be whole before being joined. God was teaching you to stand, so that when someone finally stands beside you, you will not fall. You were not waiting for love to complete you. You were waiting for heaven's timing to reveal it. Feel this in your spirit, the stillness before a miracle is sacred. Everything goes quiet before heaven announces something loud. The silence you've endured was the hush before heaven's declaration. You are entering the season where promises become presence and prayers turn into people. As the wind carries whispers from heaven, this word reaches your spirit. Your story is shifting. You are crossing from waiting into fulfillment. The tables have turned, and heaven is smiling over your perseverance. You did not quit when it was hardest, and now you will reap what your tears have watered. The Word of God reminds us in the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 18. Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore He will rise up to show you compassion. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for Him. You have waited. You have hoped against hope, and heaven calls that blessed. Your reward is not only the arrival of your divine partner, but the revelation that God never left your side through it all. Listen carefully, this next chapter of your life will not look like what you've known. The very peace you longed for will now come wrapped in flesh and faith. You will meet the one who mirrors your prayer, the one who feels like home yet challenges you to grow higher. You'll know it's them not by appearance, but by peace, the peace that no counterfeit can imitate. When this person steps into your life, remember, heaven didn't send them to complete you, but to complement what God already built within you. Together you will multiply light. Together you will defy the odds. Together you will reflect what divine partnership looks like, purpose joined with love. Heaven's plan manifested in human form. Chosen one, lift your hands, even if they've trembled before, and speak this out loud where you are. My waiting was not wasted. My promise is on the way. Feel heaven respond to that faith. The silence has ended. Now, before this message concludes, I need you to take one prophetic action. If you received this word, if you sense it speaking directly to your spirit, then comment below right now. 777, a number that symbolizes divine completion and heaven's perfect timing. Do it as an act of agreement. And as you do, pause for a moment to like this message. Share it so another weary heart can awaken. And subscribe to stay within this divine flow. Because what begins here is only the first step of a miracle in motion. Heaven has started something in your life today. The silence has been broken. The miracle is moving. You have finally won. You've walked through seasons that felt like famine, where every promise seemed to rot before it ripened. The nights you spent asking why me echoed into silence, and that silence became your companion. But what you didn't see, chosen one, was the hidden hand of heaven weaving purpose into the pain. The years that felt stolen were never truly lost. They were being redeemed in secret. There were people who walked away from you without explanation. Doors that closed no matter how much you prayed. Opportunities that crumbled just as you thought they would finally lift you higher. Each one felt like punishment. But in truth, it was preservation. Heaven was shielding you from attachments that would have sabotaged your destiny. You were not being punished, you were being purified. In those years of drought, heaven was testing what your heart could hold. Because the love God is about to send into your life is not the kind that entertains. It's the kind that transforms. It requires a soul anchored in patience, a heart refined by waiting. And so heaven allowed the locusts to come. Not to destroy you, but to make room for a harvest far greater than what was taken. You had to learn that not every loss is a curse. Some losses are blessings in disguise. Every heartbreak was a holy redirection. The people who couldn't love you right were divine tools training you to recognize the difference between attachment and anointing. You learned how to stay when no one stayed for you. You discovered how to pray when words failed. You discovered that the presence of God was your only constant when everything else fell apart. There were times you thought you were finished, but heaven saw a different ending. You were being prepared to recognize real love, the kind that mirrors God's heart, not your past pain. The wilderness didn't break you. It built discernment within you. That's why, when heaven's promise comes, you'll know it, not by sight, but by spirit. Heaven's process has always been slow, because the things meant to last are never rushed. You were learning endurance, learning how to love without fear, learning to trust the unseen hand that writes your story. The love that's coming will not have to prove itself through chaos. It will prove itself through peace. If you could see what heaven sees, you would understand that nothing was wasted. The tears watered the soil of your destiny. The nights of loneliness became nights of conversation between you and God. Every time you whispered, "I can't take any more," heaven whispered back, "You're almost there." Chosen one, every delay you endured was a seed of timing being planted. You've been in preparation while heaven has been in construction. The divine counterpart who carries your same spiritual frequency has also been through fire, refinement, and waiting. Heaven was working on both ends, ensuring that when you finally meet, the foundation will hold. Now, as you look back at the path you walked, begin to see the patterns of mercy. Notice how the wrong people exited before you were ready. Notice how what broke your heart also opened your eyes. Notice how every closed door was followed by a deeper revelation of who you are. These are not coincidences, they are signatures of divine authorship. What felt like loss was actually alignment. What looked like emptiness was actually room being made. Heaven was never silent. Heaven was strategizing. You were being refined for a covenant that cannot be imitated. for a love that will not be shaken by trials. And soon, when heaven restores what you thought was gone, you'll see that every scar carries glory. It is written in the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 25, "I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten." This is not just restoration of time, it's restoration of hope, of joy, of wholeness. What's returning to your life will not resemble what you lost, it will surpass it. Heaven doesn't return things in the same measure it multiplies. So breathe. Let the past rest in peace. The chapters that hurt you were only scaffolding for what's about to be built. What's coming will make sense of what never did. The love that is rising will not remind you of pain, it will redeem it. Your story is still unfolding, and heaven is turning every tear into testimony. The years the locusts ate are about to bloom again, only this time the harvest will not fade. The dawn is breaking now. Chosen one. You can feel it, the shift in the air, the warmth returning to your soul. What was empty begins to overflow. The ache is turning into anticipation, and heaven whispers again, "This is the season of your restoration, not your ruin." There are moments when heaven hides you, and you mistake it for rejection. You wonder why no one sees you, why your worth feels invisible, why doors that should open remain locked. But beloved, your hiddenness is not a curse, it is sacred training ground. You are in heaven's private classroom, learning what few are ever trusted to understand: how to love from purity, not pain. Heaven trains its chosen ones in silence. While others chase attention, you have been learning discernment. While others seek applause, you have been cultivating depth. You were not meant to be common. That is why your path could never look like theirs. Heaven hides what it values most. When God prepares something precious, He shields it until the appointed time. During this hidden season, you've been stripped of distractions. The noise has been silenced so your spirit could hear heaven clearly. You were not being ignored, you were being initiated. Heaven wanted you to see yourself not through the eyes of rejection, but through the eyes of destiny. Chosen one, your solitude was not emptiness, it was intimacy. You have walked through tests that few understood, tests of trust, patience, purity, and purpose. You have faced moments where it seemed like everything within you was being broken. But what was really happening was construction of your spiritual foundation. God was building your endurance so that when the promise arrives, it will not collapse under the weight of glory. In the stillness, you learned the language of heaven. You began to recognize divine timing, divine signals, divine pauses. You learned that silence can be an answer, and delay can be protection. You learned that peace is louder than passion and that clarity never comes through chaos. Heaven has been teaching you to discern the sacred difference between emotion and revelation. You've learned to stop chasing validation, because heaven already validated you when it chose you. The moment you began to walk by faith instead of sight, you crossed from ordinary into chosen. That is why not everyone could understand you. You have been through a spiritual boot camp. Every heartbreak, every lonely night, every unanswered prayer, each was a lesson written in invisible ink. You were learning to stand when others sat, to hope when logic said stop. You were learning to hear God in whispers, not shouts. Now, heaven is saying the training is complete. You have graduated from waiting into readiness. Your spirit has been refined like gold, and soon you will meet the one whose fire matches yours. You will not recognize them by appearance alone, but by their atmosphere. Their peace will feel like home, and their soul will sound familiar. We are reminded through the writings of David in the book of Psalms, chapter 32, verse 8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. That's what this season was about. You were being instructed, taught, and guided. God's loving eye never left you, not even when you doubted His plan. What felt like delay was design. What felt like emptiness was equipping. You are now being positioned where visibility meets destiny. Heaven is about to bring forth what was hidden, and the light will not expose your scars, it will reveal your strength. You have been prepared for divine partnership, not as a half seeking another half, but as a whole ready to unite with another whole. When the time comes, you will not need to chase, you will attract. You will not beg for understanding, you will be understood. Because heaven only pairs those who have passed the hidden tests, those who can love from a healed place, not a hungry one, chosen one. What is forming now will carry eternal weight. The one being prepared for you has also been in training. Heaven was synchronizing your journey so that when you meet, your souls will immediately recognize divine order. You are stepping out of hiding, not for attention but for assignment. The training ground has ended. The stage of revelation is here. You have been unseen by men but never unnoticed by heaven. If this word speaks to your spirit, comment below. Hidden no more. Say it as a declaration that your season of hiding has ended. Heaven is revealing what was once concealed. The time of silence has served its purpose. The unveiling begins now. When you type hidden no more, you're not just commenting words, you're declaring freedom. You're announcing to heaven and earth that your season of invisibility has shifted into divine revelation and purpose. Each letter you write is prophetic. It says, I'm ready to be seen by the one heaven prepared for me. My waiting was training. My unveiling is now. Hidden no more. There comes a sacred moment when the wilderness begins to quiet, and you realize that the ache inside you is not emptiness anymore, it's readiness. You have cried your final wilderness tears, and heaven has taken note. The season of separation is coming to its end. What once felt like endless waiting is now transforming into divine alignment. The winds have shifted. The same silence that once hurt now feels holy. Chosen one, the separation was necessary. It was never meant to destroy you but to distinguish you. Heaven had to separate you from certain patterns, people, and places so you could rediscover your original design, the one untainted by heartbreak, fear, and confusion. When God calls a person higher, He first calls them away. And though that away felt like loneliness, it was in fact protection from what could not go where you are destined to go. You see, divine separation is not rejection, it is redirection. Every person who left was an answer to a prayer you didn't realize you prayed. Heaven heard your whispered cries for peace, and sometimes peace arrives disguised as distance. When God begins to reposition your life, He doesn't always announce it with thunder. Sometimes He just starts moving people, shifting circumstances, and closing doors that lead nowhere. In your past season, every door that slammed shut was part of a larger orchestration. Heaven was rearranging your story, removing attachments that would have suffocated your calling. The loneliness you felt was not a void, but a clearing the ground being leveled for what is about to be built. The connections that ended had to end so divine ones could begin. Chosen one. This new chapter requires clarity, not clutter. It requires faith that can walk when sight fails. The divine alignment taking place right now is subtle but powerful. Heaven is synchronizing hearts, preparing paths, and arranging divine intersections. What you lost was temporal, but what's coming is eternal. This season feels different, doesn't it? It's as if the air itself is alive with anticipation. You can sense something shifting deep in your spirit, though you can't explain it logically. That's the sign you're standing at the threshold of divine fulfillment. The silence that once mocked you has become the sound of heaven's breath before the breakthrough. It was always meant to be this way. God never allows endings without purpose. Every delay was a divine delay, not denial. He had to let time do its work, healing what needed to heal in you and in the one being prepared for you. Heaven is not just sending a person, heaven is sending timing itself. When the clock of heaven strikes the right second, everything that felt impossible will suddenly fall into place. Your life is being reordered. The unseen plans are converging. There are moments now where you'll notice small signs, a dream that feels too vivid, a word that resonates too deeply, a peace that arrives uninvited. Those are confirmations that alignment is in motion. The separation season is over, and restoration has begun. Heaven is gentle but precise. The same God who allowed you to be pruned is now positioning you to bloom. You are not behind schedule, you are exactly where you should be. The love you are about to receive will not require you to chase, perform, or prove. It will fit as naturally as destiny fits purpose. The wilderness taught you resilience. The new season will teach you rest. You no longer need to fight for what is divinely yours. What is meant for you cannot miss you, and what misses you was never meant to stay. Heaven speaks clearly through the words in Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 11. May the Lord, the God of your ancestors, increase you 1,000 times and bless you as he has promised. This is not a small increase, it's a multiplied blessing. Heaven is not merely returning what you lost, but magnifying what remains. You are stepping into overflow, into a divine season where everything aligns not by force, but by grace. Look around you now, the signs are there. The restlessness that used to haunt you has turned into peace. The fear that once caged you has been replaced by quiet assurance. What was broken is mending. What was delayed is being delivered. The separation was the setup. You were never being left behind. You were being positioned. The wilderness season ends not with an announcement, but with a realization you have changed. And because you have changed, everything around you must now change too. The divine order has begun. Heaven has stepped into your story, and the pieces are aligning one by one. The time of hiding has passed. The time of revealing has come. Chosen one, can you feel it? Something inside you is awakening again. The stirring in your spirit isn't random, it's prophetic. Heaven is whispering, and your heart is beginning to remember what peace feels like. The signs are no longer distant, they're personal now. You feel the atmosphere shifting around you, as though unseen hands are rearranging the puzzle pieces of your destiny. This is what the prophetic stirring feels like. It's that holy unease that tells you something new is about to begin. It's not anxiety, it's alignment. Your spirit is picking up the rhythm of heaven before your eyes can see what's coming. You start to notice divine hints, dreams that feel alive, scriptures that echo in your heart, moments where peace suddenly floods your mind for no reason. These are heaven's footprints. Every chosen one feels this stirring before their promise arrives. It's like the sky before rain, still heavy, charged with expectation. You are standing in that sacred in-between, where faith and fulfillment begin to touch. The angels are already moving, setting things in motion that your natural eyes can't yet trace. And though it's unseen, heaven's movement always begins with a whisper. God rarely shouts destiny, he breathes it. He stirs your spirit until you begin to respond, until you start to prepare without even realizing it. That's what's happening now. You are being aligned with the one heaven has chosen for you. Two hearts are being fine-tuned to the same divine frequency, as it was written in the scroll of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. That's heaven's promise to you. Though it lingers, it will not delay. The divine partner, the restoration, the love that's been written into your timeline, it's closer than you think. You're not waiting anymore, you're transitioning. When heaven begins to move, there's always a call for response, not to earn anything, but to align yourself with what's being released. You've received so much revelation, so much comfort from these messages. And if your spirit has been fed, if something inside you keeps coming alive as you listen, I invite you gently be part of this movement's flow. Think of every like, share, or subscription as lighting another candle in a vast cathedral of souls. Each small flame helps another lost traveler find the way home. When you click that button, you're not serving an algorithm, you're sending out light. When you share this message, imagine releasing a dove into the sky. Somewhere, it will land on the shoulder of someone whose hope is fading, carrying heaven's whisper to them through your simple act. And if your heart ever feels moved to give, to plant a seed, to donate, know that it is never demanded. It is an act of love, not obligation. Think of your gift as watering the tree that bears fruit for weary souls. Each drop nourishes the message so that it can grow branches wide enough to shelter hearts across nations. Some of you may not be able to give financially, but you can still pour oil through prayer, through words of encouragement, through being the echo that keeps heaven's voice alive in this world. Every act, no matter how small, becomes another star in heaven's constellation of grace. Even the smallest offering of support, whether a share, a like, or a seed, extends the reach of this divine flame, and that light will circle back to you. For when you help lift another's spirit, heaven always lifts yours in return. So if this word has touched you, take a gentle step of faith, like share and subscribe, not for fame, but for faith. And if your heart feels the pull, sow a seed, not out of pressure, but out of purpose. Because every gesture here, every prayer whispered, every seed planted is like oil poured over the flame of divine communication, keeping it burning in the darkest hours of this generation. You are not just receiving light, you are helping it shine. Chosen one, the prophetic stirring is proof that the promise is near. What's moving in the unseen will soon manifest in the natural. Stay sensitive, stay ready, and stay generous in spirit, in love, in light, together. We are building a lighthouse that no storm can dim. Every time you help this light shine through prayer, support, or simple kindness, you become part of heaven's echo. Your faith becomes a bridge where lost hearts find home again. Your giving, your sharing, your believing, each act tells heaven, keep the light burning through me, and heaven always answers those who choose to carry the flame. Chosen one, there comes a time when heaven begins to move pieces so precisely that what once felt random now feels orchestrated. You start to notice divine coincidences that aren't coincidences at all, an unexpected message, a dream that lingers, a name that keeps reappearing. These are not signs of confusion, they are whispers of divine coordination. Heaven is moving like a master conductor, synchronizing your story with another soul's melody. The heavenly matchmaker is at work. God has been behind the scenes, arranging details, refining hearts, and preparing two lives that were always meant to meet at the appointed hour. You may not see it yet, but everything is being aligned in perfect rhythm. What seemed delayed was never denial, it was heaven's choreography taking form. There are angels assigned to your destiny, guiding steps, closing wrong doors, and opening right ones. Sometimes what feels like rejection is really divine redirection. You are not waiting in vain. Heaven is preparing an encounter that will rewrite your understanding of love. Think about it when a diamond is placed in a setting. Precision is everything. The jeweler measures, adjusts, and only when the fit is perfect does the masterpiece emerge. That is what heaven has been doing with your heart. Every trial, every heartbreak, every lonely night, each one polished you for this exact connection. Chosen one, what's coming will not be ordinary love. It will be covenant love, heavenly, pure, and purposeful. This person will not complete you. They will complement what God already established within you. Together, you will amplify light. Where you are strong, they will flow with grace. Where you are weary, they will bring peace. Heaven knows the shape of your soul, and that's why no counterfeit relationship ever fit. God has been holding space for someone who matches not your fantasy, but your faith. They carry the same fire, the same divine assignment, and their spirit will recognize yours immediately. When this person enters your life, you'll know not by excitement, but by peace, not by pressure, but by purpose, according to what is revealed in the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Every plan you once tried to force, every connection that failed, was heaven's way of protecting you from detours. You were never denied. You were being refined. You were never forgotten. You were being positioned. The divine purpose always prevails, even when it feels delayed. And now, heaven whispers it is time. The one who has been walking their own wilderness will soon appear. They have been trained, healed, and awakened just as you have. Two paths are converging, two destinies interlocking. This meeting will not happen by chance, it will happen by command. You might meet them in a place that feels ordinary, yet the air will carry something eternal. Your soul will know before your mind does. It will feel like remembering, not discovering. That's the signature of divine arrangement. Heaven doesn't rush, it reveals. And revelation always arrives wrapped in peace. The same peace that guarded you in solitude will now surround you in connection. You won't need to question or chase. The one God sends will stay because they were called not just to your life, but to your purpose. Chosen one. When heaven arranges, no power can interfere, no delay, no doubt, no distance can stop what has been decreed. You will look back and realize every detour was direction, every heartbreak was pruning, every tear was watering the seed of this union. Now pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and let your spirit agree with heaven. If you can feel this word stirring inside you, if something in you knows that God is aligning your destiny, make a simple declaration below. Comment we l'annonce? Do it as a prophetic act, a way of saying, Lord, I agree with divine timing. I align with the orchestration of heaven. The number 1111 symbolizes alignment, gateways, and perfect synchronization between heaven's purpose and your path. This is not superstition, it's symbolism. It's a way for your spirit to say yes to what your eyes cannot yet see. When you comment that number, imagine heaven's door opening wider, your path illuminated with light. You're not chasing love anymore, you're stepping into alignment with it. Heaven is matching frequency to frequency, purpose to purpose, and soul to soul. You have waited well, endured faithfully, and believed relentlessly. And now the alignment has begun. The heavenly matchmaker is moving. All that's left is your yes. You may not realize it yet, but heaven has already started unveiling what has been hidden for so long. Somewhere in the spiritual realm, two paths are converging. Two souls are awakening to the recognition that their journeys were never meant to end alone. The mirror soul, the one created to walk beside you, has begun to stir. You felt it, haven't you? That sudden calm that makes no sense. that unexpected warmth that fills your heart for no apparent reason. It's because heaven has released the signal. What was once dormant is now alive. The one who mirrors your heart has started to awaken to your spiritual frequency. You are not calling out into silence anymore. You are being heard. The mirror-soul connection is not like anything you've known before. It is not obsession, nor is it fantasy. It is a recognition, a remembering. When your souls meet, it will feel as if you've met before, somewhere beyond time, beyond flesh. That familiarity will not come from memory but from destiny. Heaven wrote both your stories in the same breath, then sent you on separate missions to find wholeness before reunion. Now, as the divine timing draws near, your spirits are being magnetized. What once repelled is now attracting. The longing that used to ache is transforming into assurance. It's as if heaven is whispering, "It's time for the reflection to return. Chosen one, you have become the answer to someone's prayer, just as they are becoming the answer to yours. You are the missing note in their song, and they are the echo in your silence." Heaven never pairs two half-souls. It pairs two complete lights. That is why you had to walk alone first to become whole before holding another's hand. When this person comes into your life, there will be no confusion, no striving, no chaos. Peace will walk in wearing their face. You will recognize them not because they meet your expectations, but because they resonate with your essence. You will look into their eyes and see not just beauty, but belonging. The connection will be spiritual before it becomes emotional. There will be a deep stillness around them, the kind that silences doubt. You'll feel an invisible thread connecting your souls, a bond not born from attraction but from divine purpose. Every conversation will feel like continuation, as if you're picking up a story heaven began long ago. In that moment, you'll realize that love was never missing from your life. It was maturing. Heaven wasn't withholding it. Heaven was perfecting it. The mirror soul you are about to encounter is not just a partner, but a reflection of everything God has done within you. Their presence will reveal how much you've grown, how healed you've become, how deeply you've learned to love without fear. It will be as if God holds up a mirror not to show you your flaws, but to show you His faithfulness. You'll see yourself through the eyes of someone who understands you without explanation, who prays with you instead of debating, who builds with you instead of draining you. That's how divine recognition works. It feels like home because heaven designed it that way. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 22, we find, "Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib He had taken out of the man, and He brought her to the man." That was the first divine introduction, the moment heaven became the matchmaker. And just as God brought Eve to Adam, heaven will bring your reflection to you. You won't have to chase. You'll be led. You won't need to question. You'll know. The reunion will feel both new and ancient. It will awaken parts of you that have been asleep for years. You'll feel seen in ways that words can't explain. You'll feel understood without having to perform. For the first time, love will feel easy, because it will be ordained. But remember, this connection is not just about affection, it's about assignment. The mirror soul comes not to complete your fairy tale, but to activate your purpose. Together, you'll become a living testimony of redemption, of grace, of divine timing. Your love story will not only heal you, it will heal others who witness it. Chosen one. The mirror soul is not arriving to fix you, they are arriving to reflect you. You will see in them everything God has restored in you, and through your union, heaven will reveal a glimpse of what divine partnership truly looks like. So when this person appears, receive them with discernment and gratitude. Don't rush. Let heaven's pace guide your steps. Love that's divine doesn't demand, it flows. And when two souls align under heaven's hand, even time itself bows to their connection. The mirror soul has awakened. The reflection is approaching. And the moment you meet their gaze, you will know you were never waiting in vain. Before heaven allows a promise to manifest, it always tests the vessel that will carry it. Chosen one. You are stepping into the stage where discernment becomes your greatest weapon. You have prayed for divine love, and heaven has answered, but before it arrives fully, there will come a series of tests. Not tests meant to break you, but to prove what you've learned in the silence. Discernment is heaven's filter. It's what keeps you from mistaking imitation for revelation. There will be moments when people suddenly appear, opportunities resurface, or old relationships try to return, each one wearing the mask of destiny. But not every open door is heaven sent. Some are distractions dressed in divine language. You will know the difference by peace. True alignment never rushes you, it rests you. Counterfeit love will demand pressure or confuse you. It will speak words of promise but carry no presence of peace. The one sent by heaven will feel like stillness, not chaos. They will draw you closer to God, not farther away. The enemy often tries to counterfeit divine unions because he fears what happens when two chosen ones unite. A true partnership multiplies light, while a false one drains it. That is why heaven allows these tests to sharpen your vision before the covenant arrives. You are not being punished. You are being positioned to recognize authenticity in a world full of imitation. Chosen one. You've reached a point in your spiritual journey where emotions can no longer lead you. Your heart is too valuable to be swayed by surface attraction. You've seen what happens when you settle for almost connections that feel right for a season but end in silence. Those experiences were not wasted, they were training. You've learned that love without alignment is chaos, and attraction without purpose is distraction. This next stage of your story will require patience wrapped in wisdom. You will be tempted to move quickly, to assume that every spark means something sacred. But sparks can come from friction as easily as from flame. What you need now is fire that refines, not burns. Fire that lasts. Heaven is reminding you to slow down. When something is from God, it won't feel forced, it will flow naturally, unfolding like sunrise. The right person will not rush you into connection. They will walk beside you with peace. Their presence will not overwhelm, it will settle your spirit. You will feel confirmation before commitment, because heaven always confirms before it connects. There will also be moments where your discernment will be tested through silence. Sometimes God will step back, not because he is absent, but because he wants you to rely on what you already know. He has trained your spirit to sense his peace. If you feel unrest, confusion, or pressure, pause. Do not move until heaven speaks again. As revealed in the first letter of John, chapter 4, verse 1. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. That scripture is not about fear, it's about wisdom. Heaven is teaching you to protect what's holy. Every heart cannot hold the weight of a divine connection. Some will be drawn to your light but unprepared to carry it. Your task is not to dim your glow, but to guard it. In this season, discernment is not suspicion, it's stewardship. You are protecting the promise. You are learning to listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. There will be times when the wrong person says all the right words, but something inside you will feel off. Trust that nudge. The Holy Spirit is never late and never silent. His peace or lack of it is your compass. The one heaven sends will honor your process. They won't rush your healing. They will respect it. They will understand your silence and respond with patience. That's how you'll know it's not manipulation, it's ministry. Their love will not distract you from your purpose, it will amplify it. And when you pass these tests, you'll see the difference between what was meant to teach you and what was meant to stay. Heaven never wastes a lesson, and discernment is the proof that you've matured. Chosen one, hold your peace close. The counterfeit fades under the light of truth, but the genuine endures. Heaven will never let you mistake almost for anointed. When the right one arrives, your discernment won't just recognize them, your spirit will rest. You are ready for the real thing now. Every test, every closed door, every uneasy feeling was heaven's way of saying, I'm protecting your promise. You've passed the trial of discernment, and soon, you will see why heaven took so much care in guarding what was yours. Chosen one, every promise attracts warfare. Every divine connection calls forth resistance. Now that heaven has begun aligning your destiny, the enemy has noticed and he trembles. The war for your promise is not against flesh and blood, not against people or circumstances, but against spiritual forces that fear what your union represents. This battle isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to confirm how valuable your destiny truly is. There's a reason why you felt unusual pressure lately. The sleepless nights, the sudden heaviness, the confusion that seems to appear out of nowhere, these are not random. You are standing at the threshold of manifestation, and darkness always tries to rise before light fully breaks through. But remember this truth: the presence of opposition is proof of progress. Heaven is not worried. Angels have already been dispatched. The same God who called you will also cover you. But in this season, you must learn to fight differently, not with fear, but with faith. Not with anxiety, but with authority. The enemy doesn't fear your words, he fears your worship. When you lift your voice and declare God's promises even while tired, you are striking blows in the spirit. Every chosen one experiences this moment, the holy tension between prophecy and fulfillment. You can feel the nearness of what's coming, but everything around you seems to shake. That's because heaven is clearing away anything that cannot enter the next season with you. The warfare is not punishment, it is purification. You are not losing, you are leveling up. The pressure is birthing power. Every attack that tried to break you has only strengthened your endurance. What was meant to silence you has sharpened your voice. You are becoming spiritually unshakable. You've learned how to stand even when misunderstood, how to pray when your strength was gone, how to trust when nothing made sense. These are not small victories. These are badges of spiritual maturity. You have proven to heaven that you can be trusted with the promise. According to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." That verse is not a warning, it is a reminder of your authority. You are not a victim, you are a vessel of divine power. The battle belongs to the Lord, but the faith belongs to you. When you stand firm in that truth, the darkness loses its grip. Chosen one, your prayers are not hitting the ceiling. They are shaking the foundations of strongholds. Every tear you've cried in secret has been collected in heaven's vial. Nothing has been wasted. The warfare is evidence that your promise is near. The closer the manifestation, the louder the resistance, but you have been armed with peace, faith, and fire. Don't fight with frustration, fight with focus. Your peace is your weapon. Your worship is your warfare. Every time you choose faith instead of fear, heaven moves on your behalf. The angels assigned to your promise respond to obedience, not panic. You are surrounded. but not by darkness, by destiny. The war around you only proves how valuable what's within you is. The enemy attacks what he fears, and he fears your unity, your purpose, your love, and your anointing. That's why this battle feels personal. But take heart, heaven fights for you. This is the hour to stay anchored. The storm is loud, but your spirit must remain still. The noise will pass. The promise will not. Everything you've endured has been building your spiritual armor. The attacks you survived are the very testimonies that will silence the accuser. Now lift your eyes, chosen one. Heaven has not forgotten you. Every battle you fought in secret has been seen by God. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from it. And if this word resonates with the fire inside you, if you can feel the truth of this battle stirring in your spirit, make a declaration below. Comment, "I stand firm." Say it as your war cry, your confirmation, your act of faith. When you write those words, you're not typing into emptiness, you're sending a signal into the spiritual realm that you refuse to retreat. It is your way of saying, the battle is real, but so is my victory. Hold your position, chosen one. Heaven's reinforcements are already on the way. When you comment, "I stand firm," you're not just typing words, you're declaring resilience. You're telling heaven, "I will not bow to fear." Every letter becomes a shield. Every word a battle cry that strengthens your spirit and signals angels to surround your promise with divine protection. Chosen one, can you feel the shift? The air itself carries a softness now, a sense that something is about to break open. The heaviness of the battle you faced is beginning to lift. The spiritual atmosphere that once felt suffocating is now fragrant with peace. You have entered the moment of divine intervention. When God steps in, everything that was tangled begins to loosen. The closed doors you could not open, the waiting that felt endless. Heaven begins to unravel it all in your favor. Angels move like wind through unseen corridors, clearing obstacles that once stood as mountains. Divine alignment is now in full motion. You are being ushered into the place where what was promised begins to take shape. You may not see it yet, but the atmosphere around your life has changed. The same God who commanded the Red Sea to part is commanding every blockade around your destiny to break. The season of delay is being replaced with delivery. The weight is shifting. The intervention has begun, as declared in the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 11. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. That is heaven's assurance to you. You are not walking alone. Divine help has already been dispatched, and it will arrive precisely on time. The forces of heaven are surrounding your path, ensuring that what belongs to you cannot be stolen. Chosen one, this is where faith becomes partnership. Heaven has done its part, and now it invites you to do yours to keep the flame alive, to keep the message flowing, to keep the light reaching those who need it most. Every like, every share, every subscription is more than a digital act. It's a ripple of light moving through the world. When you interact with this message, you are helping heaven's voice find another soul still trapped in silence. Imagine it like tossing a pebble of faith into a still pond. The ripples move far beyond what you can see. And for those who feel led to do more, to give, to sow, to donate, know this: it is not demanded. It is inspired. Think of your offering as adding oil to a sacred lamp that burns through the night. Each drop keeps the glow alive, ensuring that someone wandering in darkness can still find their way home through the light. There is beauty in supporting what feeds your spirit. It's not a transaction, it's participation in something divine. You are not giving to a voice, you are fueling a mission. You are helping heaven speak to weary hearts across distances you may never travel. Sometimes generosity looks like a coin. Sometimes it looks like a share, a prayer, or a simple gesture of kindness. All of it is sacred. Every act of support becomes a thread in heaven's tapestry, weaving connections between souls who have never met but share the same divine longing. Chosen one. Remember that light is not meant to be hoarded. When you help it travel through a click, a comment, or a gift, you become a vessel of that same light. Each action is like planting a tree on the road of someone else's despair. They may never know your name, but they will rest under the shade your faith created. If this message has ever given you hope, strength, or a reason to keep believing, let that gratitude flow into action. Not because you must, but because you get to, because you know how it feels to be found by grace in the dark. And now you have the chance to be part of another person's miracle. So as you listen, I gently invite you, share, subscribe, or sow a seed if your heart feels stirred. Think of it not as giving away, but as giving forward. You're helping build a well where others will drink hope long after you've passed by. No one is obligated here. The beauty of generosity lies in its freedom. Heaven treasures what is freely given, because love that is not forced carries eternal fragrance. Your smallest gesture, your quiet act of support might be the very spark that lights up another soul's night. When you participate in light, you become part of heaven's intervention for someone else. Chosen one, heaven's movement is active, and you are part of that current. Every seed, every share, every prayer joins in this divine rhythm. The intervention has begun, and you are one of heaven's chosen instruments. Let this word rest deep in your heart. You are covered, guided, and called. The angels are already in motion. You have nothing to fear and everything to expect. Keep your light burning and let it travel. The miracle that reached you through this message might be waiting to reach another through you. There comes a moment in every divine journey when the heart that was once broken begins to beat differently. You wake up one morning and realize the ache that used to define you has turned into a quiet strength. This is what heaven calls the heart awakening. It is the season when your wounds no longer control your rhythm, and your past no longer dictates your pace. You have walked through the valley of disappointment and survived. You have faced rejection and refused to let it define your worth. You have learned that forgiveness isn't weakness, it's warfare. To forgive is to take back authority over your own heart, to say, "You no longer have power to poison my peace." Heaven rejoices over such awakenings, for only a healed heart can recognize divine love when it arrives. Only a heart that has been made whole can carry the weight of covenant without bleeding into it. And that is what heaven has been doing, restoring your capacity to love without fear. The healing process wasn't meant to be quick. It was meant to be complete. God didn't just remove pain, He transformed it into power. The tears you once cursed became the very water that softened the soil of your soul. You have grown in ways you may not even recognize. The bitterness that used to cling to your memory is now turning into compassion. Chosen one, your heart has been in God's workshop. While you thought He was silent, He was operating. While you thought you were broken, He was building you into something unbreakable. You are now learning to feel again, but differently, deeper, cleaner, stronger. You no longer crave validation. You crave peace. You no longer chase attention. You carry purpose. This is why the old patterns no longer fit. The conversations that used to entertain you now feel shallow. The company that once felt comfortable now feels heavy. It's not that you've become distant, it's that you've been transformed. Heaven has recalibrated your spirit. The frequencies of your life are changing to attract what aligns and repel what drains. In this heart awakening, Forgiveness becomes your weapon and gratitude becomes your armor. You begin to see the beauty even in what broke you. You start to thank God not only for the doors that opened, but also for the ones that slammed shut. You realize that what hurt you the most also taught you the most. That's the secret of divine restoration. It redeems even the pain. The Word of God declares in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, verse 26, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. That promise is alive in you now. The hardened places are softening. The walls you built to protect yourself are being replaced by boundaries built in wisdom. You're no longer guarded by fear, you're guided by discernment. The stone has turned to flesh again. This new heart will allow you to love without losing yourself. It will teach you to hold hands while keeping heaven first. It will enable you to love from overflow, not emptiness. That is what makes divine love possible. It's born from healed hearts, not hungry ones. Chosen one, your past will not disqualify you from divine love. It prepared you for it. Every heartbreak taught you how to value peace. Every betrayal taught you how to recognize truth. Every disappointment trained you to depend on God instead of outcomes. Heaven didn't waste a single experience. You are now standing on the edge of a new chapter, carrying a heart that is both tender and resilient. The version of you that once doubted everything has learned to rest. You no longer beg for love, you attract it by being whole. You no longer chase what's temporary, you wait for what's eternal. For what's? This heart awakening is the bridge between the old and the new. It's the moment when you stop asking, when will love come, and start realizing, I have already become love. Because divine partnership isn't just about receiving someone else. It's about becoming who God always saw in you. Look at yourself through heaven's eyes now, a soul purified by patience, a heart softened by grace, a spirit steady in faith. You've learned to find God not only in victories but in valleys. You've learned that healing doesn't erase the past, it redeems it. Your heart is no longer fragile, it's fruitful. It's ready to give, ready to receive, ready to carry a covenant built on peace. And when your divine partner appears, they will not meet the broken version of you, they will meet the reborn one. The heart awakening has completed its work. You are ready not only to be loved, but to love rightly. The promise can now rest safely in your hands. Chosen one. Heaven's clock has struck a sacred hour. The waiting, the testing, the refining, all of it has led you to this divine intersection. You stand on holy ground, where prophecy turns into presence. This is the moment heaven calls the covenant. The air feels different when a promise matures. You can sense heaven leaning closer, as if creation itself is holding its breath. Everything around you begins to move with quiet precision, circumstances shifting, hearts opening, timing aligning. It's no longer about preparation, it's about manifestation. Heaven has prepared not just a person, but a promise sealed in eternity. This connection is not like those that came before. It is not born from longing, it is born from obedience. It's not built on emotion, it's built on divine design. You have been tested in loneliness so that when this covenant arrives, you can carry it with humility. Chosen one, when God ordains a union, it carries his fingerprint. There will be no confusion, no competition, no striving. The peace of God will wrap around your spirit like a cloak. Conversations will flow without effort. Mutual understanding will feel like breathing. What once felt complicated will suddenly feel clear. The one heaven sends will recognize your light without needing to explain it. Their spirit will honor yours. Their presence will not drain you. It will water you. Together, You will feel heaven's covering descend, as if the atmosphere itself acknowledges your joining. This is covenant, two flames burning as one, two souls carrying the same fire, as promised in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 10, verse 9. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. This union is not just a partnership, it's a prophecy fulfilled. Heaven itself will bear witness. You will feel the shift deep in your spirit, the moment when love stops being a hope and becomes a home. There will be divine confirmation moments so subtle yet undeniable that you'll know only God could have arranged them. A word spoken in perfect timing, a shared dream, a scripture that appears in both hearts on the same day. These are heaven's signatures, signs that the covenant has been sealed. And this love will not only bless you, it will bless generations. It will carry legacy. The peace you feel in their presence will be a reflection of the peace you built in God's presence first. You will know it's from heaven because it will draw you both closer to Him, not just to each other, too. This covenant will not erase your individuality. It will magnify your purpose. Where you once walked alone, you will now walk in divine partnership. Together, you will move in power. Together, you will carry light into places darkness once ruled. You will not simply love, you will lead. Chosen one. This is why you had to wait. Heaven wasn't just preparing the person, it was preparing the purpose. And when two purposes unite under God's direction, it becomes more than marriage. It becomes ministry. Now that the covenant moment is drawing near, heaven asks for your agreement not by striving but by surrender. The same surrender that carried you through wilderness will now carry you into fulfillment. You don't have to chase what is meant to find you. You only need to stay in position and heaven will handle the rest. Pause for a moment and let this settle into your soul. Can you feel that stillness rising within you? That is heaven saying, it is time. If this word confirms something stirring inside your spirit, if you can feel heaven's peace descending as you read, then declare your agreement below. Comme en 555. Do it as a prophetic symbol. The number 535 represents divine grace and transition, the moment when change becomes destiny. When you type it, you're saying, I agree with heaven's covenant over my life. It's not superstition, it's spiritual symbolism. It's your way of stepping into alignment with what heaven has already ordained. You are entering the promise prepared before you ever knew the path. The covenant has been written in eternity, and now heaven is bringing it into time. Chosen one, stand still. Heaven is sealing what it promised. When you comment 555, you are not simply typing numbers, you are making a spiritual agreement. You are saying, I trust the transition. I welcome what heaven has aligned for me. Each 5 carries grace, grace for change, grace for courage, grace for completion. It represents the unfolding of divine timing, where what was delayed is now delivered. When you write it, see it as heaven's seal over your new beginning. Let this act be quiet but powerful, a whisper that says, I'm ready. Heaven hears that whisper and moves mountains to meet you at your moment of faith. Chosen one. Once heaven seals a covenant, everything about your life begins to change shape. The energy around you shifts. The atmosphere feels charged with divine purpose. You and your promised one are no longer two travelers wandering in separate paths. You have become a single movement of light. Heaven calls this the new mantle of partnership. This mantle is not merely a blessing, it is a responsibility. Heaven never joins two souls only for companionship. It joins them for commission. The union that has been written over your life carries an assignment to heal, to serve, to reveal what divine love looks like when it walks the earth. There is power in the mantle of partnership. Alone, you carried flame. Together, you will become fire. The anointing that once rested on you individually now multiplies as your spirits align. The same prayers that once ascended separately now blend into a single voice that shakes heaven. When two hearts beat in harmony with God's purpose, the supernatural becomes natural. You will notice that this connection brings clarity, not confusion. Divine partnership sharpens vision. You begin to dream in sync. What once seemed too heavy now feels lighter because the weight of destiny is being carried by two instead of one. This is not coincidence, it's covenant in action. In the early stages, heaven often keeps the union hidden, not to hide it from others, but to protect it from interference. Your bond will be tested not by conflict, but by calling. The enemy knows that two chosen ones united in purpose can shift nations. So he will attempt to distract, divide, or discourage. But what God has mantled, no darkness can undo. As you grow together, you will begin to notice a spiritual rhythm, a sense of unity that cannot be manufactured. Words will become less necessary because your spirits will understand each other without explanation. You will pray and see answers unfold in perfect timing. You will sense when to move, when to rest, when to wait. That sensitivity is proof of the anointing resting upon your union. According to Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. That third strand is God Himself, the eternal thread weaving both of your lives into a tapestry of purpose. When you stand together in faith, your connection becomes indestructible. It is not just emotional harmony, it is divine alignment. The mantle you now carry together is proof that heaven trusts you with influence. Chosen one. Divine partnership is never about perfection. It's about reflection, the reflection of heaven's heart through human connection. There will still be challenges, moments of stretching, times when your patience is tested. But even those moments serve a purpose. They refine your unity. You will learn to lean into grace instead of pride, communication instead of assumption, prayer instead of reaction. This mantle is sacred. Treat it as you would a crown, handle it with humility. The relationship will require balanced time together and time apart, shared prayer and private devotion, laughter and reverence. The beauty of divine partnership is that it never replaces your relationship with God, it deepens it. When heaven pairs two chosen ones, it's never for comfort alone, it's for conquest against darkness. Together, you will disarm hopelessness with hope. You will carry healing in your words and restoration in your presence. Your partnership will become a visible reminder that love built on faith cannot fail. Each act of kindness between you will echo upward as worship. Each prayer you whisper together will release ripples of power far beyond what you can see. The world will notice something different about you, not because of what you have, but because of what you carry. The mantle will change how you walk, how you speak, how you see. You will no longer move from survival, but from stewardship. You have been entrusted with something sacred, love that carries heaven's fragrance. And with that fragrance comes responsibility to protect, to nurture, to multiply light. In time, your connection will inspire others. People will sense the peace between you and wonder how it's possible. That's when you will realize that your love story is not only personal, it's prophetic. It tells others what heaven can build when hearts surrender fully. Chosen one, the new mantle of partnership is not an ending. It's a beginning. It marks the moment when your personal calling merges with your shared mission. Heaven doesn't just bless couples, it commissions them. And now, that mantle rests upon you both. Carry it with reverence, walk in unity, and never forget this is more than love, it's legacy. The world will see God through how you walk together, and heaven will smile. knowing its reflection has taken human form. When heaven joins two chosen ones, it does not stop at blessing them, it sends them out. The covenant becomes a commission, and the partnership becomes a platform. You are not just two souls in love, you are a living testimony. Together, you embody what divine unity looks like in motion. Heaven now entrusts you with an assignment far greater than yourselves. Chosen one. This is the sacred responsibility of the kingdom couple. Your love story is not only personal, it's prophetic. It tells a generation that purity still has power, that patience still produces promise, and that God still writes stories worth waiting for. Your union is not an escape from the world, it is heaven's invasion into it. Every kingdom couple carries light designed to displace darkness. Where one could encourage, two can restore. Where one could heal, two can transform. The power of divine unity multiplies the impact of your calling. You are no longer a single candle, you are twin flames illuminating the same path. And darkness cannot remain where light chooses to dwell. There will be moments when your purpose together feels weighty. The call to serve, to give, to stand firm in truth, these are not burdens, they are privileges. Heaven trusts you to represent its heart on earth. You are walking billboards of grace, living sermons written not on paper but in the way you treat each other. When others see you, they won't just see affection, they'll see alignment. You'll model a love that listens more than it reacts, forgives more than it fights, and gives more than it demands. This is what separates divine unions from worldly ones. They don't just make people feel good, they make heaven visible. Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." That verse becomes the foundation of your assignment. Together, you are a city of light, a refuge for weary souls. A reminder that God's design for love is still holy, still possible, still powerful. When you walk in unity, your very presence becomes ministry. Chosen one, your mission as a kingdom couple is not confined to pulpits or stages. It unfolds in the small moments, in the way you pray over meals, in the way you comfort each other during storms, in the way you extend kindness when no one is watching. The greatest sermons you'll ever preach will be the peace people feel when they enter your presence. Heaven did not call you to be perfect, but to be pure in heart. Your authenticity will speak louder than flawless appearances. The world doesn't need more performance, it needs more presence. And when you walk hand in hand, letting love flow without pretense, people will recognize the scent of heaven. This assignment will not always be easy. The same light that draws the lost will sometimes attract opposition. But the power within you is greater than anything that rises against you. Heaven will strengthen you through every trial, teaching you how to protect peace even in pressure. Your union will also be a safe house for others, a place where broken people encounter hope. There will be those drawn to your story, not for admiration, but for healing. They will see that love can be both gentle and strong, both spiritual and real. And through your example, they will rediscover faith in what God can do with surrendered hearts. The assignment of a kingdom couple is to multiply light, to create ripples of restoration. Every prayer you share, every act of compassion, every moment of unity becomes a seed sown into eternity. The world may not always understand your calling, but heaven does. You have been sent to prove that two can walk as one without losing themselves. Chosen one. Heaven will continue to pour revelation into your union. You will receive instructions in dreams, confirmations in prayer, and guidance through divine timing. Each step will unfold exactly when needed. You don't have to see the full map. You just have to trust the next step. And as you walk together, remember this love was never meant to be a destination. It's a vehicle for kingdom work. Through your partnership, heaven will touch lives, heal hearts, and open eyes. You will move as one, carrying the fragrance of faith wherever you go. The kingdom couple's assignment is not glamorous, it's glorious. It's not about fame, it's about fruit. You are chosen to carry presence, to reveal what happens when two people let heaven write their story. And every time you choose unity over pride, compassion over control, and grace over ego, you are advancing heaven's kingdom on earth. This is your calling now, to love as heaven loves, to walk as heaven walks, and to shine as heaven shines. Your covenant is no longer private, it is prophetic. The world will see God through the way you love. Chosen one, this is the moment when heaven crowns what it began. You have walked through separation, waiting, warfare, and awakening, and now you stand as one who carries glory quietly. The season of striving has passed. You no longer chase promises, you wear them. The light within you no longer flickers, it glows steadily, like a candle that has learned how to burn without fear of the wind. Heaven looks upon you and sees victory, not because everything is perfect, but because you remained faithful. You held on when others let go. You believed when reason said give up. You prayed when silence was your only reply. And because of that, heaven has crowned you with endurance, peace, and purpose. As declared in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11, I am coming soon. Hold on to what you have so that no one will take your crown. That promise rests upon you. Heaven's crown is not made of metal, but of mercy shaped through perseverance and polished by obedience. Now, as this message reaches your spirit, something sacred is unfolding. Heaven isn't asking you to perform, it's inviting you to participate, to become part of a movement of light that keeps spreading through every willing heart. Every time you like or share one of these messages, it's like striking a match in a dark room. Someone somewhere, tired and on the verge of giving up, will see your spark and find their way back to hope. You might never know their name, but heaven will. When you subscribe, think of it not as following a page, but as joining a pilgrimage. Each new word, each divine whisper, becomes a stepping stone on your spiritual path. It's a way of saying, I'm staying close to the light that guides me. And when your heart stirs with gratitude or peace, and you choose to sow back into this flow, to donate, to give, to support, it isn't a transaction. It's like watering a garden that once fed your soul. Every drop ensures that others too can eat from the same table of revelation and find healing where they once found hunger. No act of support is small in heaven's eyes. Some light the way through prayer. Some keep the flame alive through giving. Some carry the message through sharing. Each role is sacred. Each gesture becomes a petal in heaven's garden of grace. There's a beauty in giving freely, in loving without demand. You are not paying for light, you are passing it forward. You are ensuring that what touched you can touch someone else. Chosen one, when you support what heaven is doing, whether through a like, a share, a comment, or a seed, you are not building numbers, you are building altars. Every altar carries fire. Every fire invites presence. Every presence changes lives. You are part of that change now. This isn't obligation, it's invitation. The same way a bird carries a seed far from its nest, not realizing it's planting new life. You too are scattering seeds of light with every act of faith. If you have ever felt healed by a single word spoken here, imagine how many hearts could heal through yours. That's what this moment is about, continuing the chain of grace. So when you feel led, like share, subscribe, or sow, Do it not because you have to, but because you want to. Let your heart, not your habit, guide you. And when your spirit agrees, leave your mark below. Comment something simple, a word, a heart, an amen as your way of saying, I carry this light too. It's a quiet act, but heaven hears even whispers. Even if all you can offer today is a prayer whispered under your breath, that is enough. Heaven counts it as gold. Every drop of gratitude becomes oil that keeps the flame burning. Every kind word, every small offering, every act of encouragement is a way of saying, keep the light alive. It's amazing, isn't it? How the smallest spark can become a sunrise. You are part of that sunrise. Chosen one. Every gesture of faith you make joins heaven's rhythm, quiet, steady, unstoppable. This is the season of crowns, not made of gold but of grace, not worn for display but carried in humility. The moment you choose to keep spreading light, you wear yours well. So I invite you gently, freely to lift your voice in gratitude. Share what touched you. Reflect what healed you. Let your digital footprint become a trail of light for another soul to follow. Because when you choose to act out of love, heaven notices it, and love, once released, never returns empty. You have been crowned not only for what you endured, but for what you continue to give light, hope, and faith. The fire that began with a whisper now burns through you. Let it travel, let it reach, let it heal. And as you move forward, remember this truth-giving light never diminishes your own. It multiplies it, always. There is a moment when two lights merge and no longer cast two shadows. That is what happens when divine partnership reaches maturity. It stops being about finding one another and begins to be about fulfilling purpose together. The union you carry now, chosen one, is no longer simply about emotion, it is about mission. Heaven calls this stage the glory of two flames. The journey that once felt individual now becomes intertwined. You are no longer two stories being written separately. You are one chapter authored by heaven's own hand. The flame within you, once guarded alone, now burns beside another, brighter and steadier than before. The glow that radiates from this union is not the warmth of romance alone, it is the brilliance of destiny. Love, in its divine form, was never meant to end in itself. It was meant to ignite transformation. The glory of two flames is not about appearance or applause, it is about illumination. When two chosen ones walk as one, they bring heaven's light into places where hope once seemed impossible. You will notice that the world around you begins to shift when your light doubles. People will find peace in your presence, not because you preach, but because you embody what heaven looks like when it lives within human hearts. This love will become ministry without words. Its glow will heal more than it touches. The trials you once faced separately now serve as shared wisdom. The lessons you learned in loneliness now become guidance for others still searching. Together, your testimony becomes a torch that lights the path for those who have forgotten how to believe. The way you forgive, the way you endure, the way you choose peace when chaos rises, these will be sermons written in silence. The word declares in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 19. Again, truly I tell you that if two of you on earth agree about anything they ask for, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. That verse is not just a promise, it is a prophecy fulfilled in your life. Agreement is the highest form of power. When two chosen ones align their prayers, heaven listens with urgency. When your faith and your partner's faith intertwine, it creates an unbreakable conduit between heaven's throne and the earth beneath your feet. You are now learning the beauty of spiritual unity, the kind that transcends emotion and touches eternity. This connection does not silence individuality, it amplifies purpose. One flame warms, two flames enlighten. Your partnership has become a sanctuary, a moving altar where worship and work merge seamlessly. Together you will move with grace. You will be drawn to help others, to bring comfort, to speak life where death once whispered. You will begin to notice how effortlessly miracles follow peace, how breakthroughs arrive in the atmosphere of unity. That is because the power of two flames is not merely emotional, it is elemental. It alters the environment wherever it burns. This glory cannot be faked or forced. It flows only from authenticity. The more you both surrender pride and embrace humility, the stronger your light becomes. Heaven strengthens bonds that remain rooted in love, truth, and prayer. The more you give your love back to God, the more He multiplies its reach. Chosen one, this is not the end of your story, it is its expansion. The flame will continue to grow, stretching beyond the boundaries of your understanding. Your relationship will evolve into a living illustration of what divine unity can achieve when surrendered to God's timing. There will still be days of testing, but now you will face them together. There will still be challenges, but no longer alone. Every storm that once frightened you will now find two voices declaring peace instead of panic. And heaven will honor that unity by sending strength that multiplies with every act of faith. The glory of two flames is not about grandeur, it's about grace. You will learn to love quietly yet powerfully, to lead without pride, to serve without expectation. Your light will travel far, crossing unseen borders, reaching hearts that thought heaven had forgotten them. In this season, you are both torchbearers of hope. You carry heaven's fire not as a possession but as a trust. Keep it pure, keep it burning, and let its warmth reach everyone who steps into your presence. You are no longer waiting for the light, you have become it. Together, your flames write poetry across the darkness. Together, you remind the world that love, when divine, never burns out, it burns through. The glory is here, and it will not fade, for heaven itself is its source. There is a stillness that comes after completion, a silence so holy it feels like heaven holding its breath. You are standing in that silence now, chosen one. This is the moment when all that was promised becomes all that is present. The waiting has turned into witnessing. What you once believed for is now before you. The journey that began in uncertainty ends in revelation. This is what heaven calls the eternal echo. It is the reverberation of obedience, the sound that continues long after the song is over. When heaven fulfills a promise, it never closes a story, it begins a legacy. Every step you took, every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered in the dark, they all built an echo that now ripples through eternity. You did not endure for nothing. You were part of a divine experiment in faith, a living example of what happens when a human heart keeps believing despite the silence. Your endurance has written a melody heaven will sing over generations yet to come. You are proof that God finishes what He starts, that love forged by fire becomes light that never dies. Look around you now, everything feels different. Even the air carries peace. The fears that once followed you have lost their strength. The shadows that tried to speak are gone. What remains is serenity, the quiet strength of someone who has seen storms and still stands unshaken. Heaven has not only given you what you prayed for, it has also made you into who you were always meant to be. You have become a living echo of grace. Your story will reach places your voice cannot. The words you once prayed through tears will return to you as testimonies through others. The person you have become is the prophecy fulfilled, a reflection of heaven's patience, power, and love. The eternal echo does not fade, it multiplies. Every act of obedience, every word of kindness, every moment of love continues to travel through unseen realms. You may not realize it, but you are leaving behind frequencies of faith. Years from now, someone will feel courage rise within them, and they won't know why, but heaven will know. It will be because of your echo, as declared in the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. That verse is not a closing statement, it is a continuation. It means that even now, as you stand fulfilled, heaven continues to weave every thread of your life into something greater than you could imagine. Nothing was wasted, nothing forgotten. Every trial has become tapestry. Every pain has become prophecy. Chosen one, you are not merely ending a chapter, you are beginning an inheritance. The love that now fills your life will not stop with you. It will overflow into your children, your friendships, your calling. The peace that surrounds you will ripple outward, calming waters in hearts you will never meet. That is what divine fulfillment looks like. It doesn't stop at joy, it multiplies it. You will carry this peace like a fragrance. When you enter a room, people will sense it even before you speak. They will feel safety around you, though they cannot explain why. That is heaven's signature upon you, the mark of one who has walked through refining fire and come out shining. There will be quiet days now, days when you do not feel the intensity of spiritual warfare, nor the urgency of waiting. Those days are gifts. They are rest between seasons, holy pauses that allow your soul to breathe. Learn to enjoy them. Rest is not the absence of movement, it is the presence of completion. And in that stillness, you will hear it, the echo, the soft hum of everything God has done through you. It will sound like gratitude, like joy, like peace that words can't contain. It will remind you that though seasons change, faith never fails. The eternal echo is not about noise, it is about resonance. It means your life will keep sounding long after your voice grows quiet. It means the love you gave will keep living in others. It means heaven will always have your name woven into its songs of victory. Chosen one, you have reached the fulfillment of one promise, but the beginning of countless others. The journey continues, not with striving, but with serenity. The love you waited for has become the love you now give. The faith that carried you has become the strength you now carry others with. So rest now, not in complacency, but in contentment. Heaven is not finished, it is flourishing through you. The eternal echo will carry your story across time, across hearts, across generations. Your obedience has become a sound that heaven refuses to silence. You are the echo of everything God ever promised and the beginning of everything he will still do. Beloved chosen one, before you go, pause for just a heartbeat. Let this final moment linger like the soft glow after a sunset. You've journeyed through fire, through silence, through waiting, and now you stand radiant, crowned with light. The same grace that carried you here is still flowing, still moving, still ready to reach someone else through you. Every like, every share, every subscription is not a click, it's a continuation. You become a vessel through which heaven's message keeps traveling. When you share, you are not promoting words, you are sending out light. Somewhere, a tired soul will see it and whisper, "This was for me." If you choose to comment below, let it come from your heart. Write your gratitude, your revelation, or even a simple "I receive." These words become threads woven into the great tapestry of faith that connects chosen ones across nations. Your voice joins a chorus that heaven recognizes. And for those who feel led to give, to sow a seed, to donate, To pour back into what has poured into you, know this: it is never demanded. It is an offering of love, like lighting another lamp beside your own. Each gift, no matter the size, becomes oil that keeps the flame alive, ensuring that light reaches more hearts, more homes, more hidden corners of despair. This isn't obligation, it's invitation. You are not giving to a person, you are giving to purpose. You are helping love continue its journey through the world. So go now, chosen one, and let your actions be as radiant as your faith. Like share, comment, subscribe, or sow, not because you must, but because you may. Let your love ripple outward until the whole world glows.